Hi there, Erica Irvin here. Thank you so much for coming to this 5-day challenge. During these 5 days, I promise if you stick with me, you're gonna feel freer in the shoulders and the hips. You're gonna release tension in the shoulders. You're gonna stand taller. The front of the hips, the back of the hips, your legs, everything is just going to start to move more freely and fluid, like you have been the Tin Man for so long and you finally got your oil can. So this is a really unique way of stretching, and we are holding for time, which means we're not engaging any muscle during this stretch. So if you ever need to come out of a pose before, or if you want to stay longer, you can do that. Before we do anything, you've got to know this is your practice. Your pose is going to look different than my pose, but you have to listen to your body. In fact, that's one of the biggest points of this, is to reconnect your mind to your body and be aware, mindful, and of where you are. So we're gonna start. This is gonna be kind of more of a learning video, but we're also gonna get our stretch in. So start seated, and you're gonna take one leg in front, or kind of in front, and the other leg out to the side, and it's straight. So if you're here and you notice, here we go, we're going into it right away. Let's do it, right? If you notice that you're sitting up and the hips are coming forward, that's okay. Your hips just may be a little tight. After all, isn't that why you're doing this? Sit on a pillow. Let me show you what it does. If I'm here and you sit on your pillow, what happens is it naturally allows the hips to draw forward. And this helps you get deeper into your poses. It helps you feel the poses the way that they're intended to be felt. It helps them do what they're supposed to do. So now you're gonna bring that one leg in. While we talk, I want you to hinge forward just a little bit and then just stay right here, okay? Maybe this is your hinge right here. That's okay. Maybe you need the leg out a little farther. Maybe you need something underneath the knee. That's okay. So you're just feeling a very, very light stretch. So we're gonna rest in our poses, all right? And we'll get to that in a second. Right now, try to settle into this and just listen for the next couple minutes. Each day, we're going to have a theme, and it's going to be a breath, and it's going to be a theme on really how to make the most of the mental and the physical aspects of these poses. And I want you to give yourself grace, all right? Because even though we're doing 2, 3, maybe 4 poses each session, sometimes it's really difficult to be still and stay with ourselves because we are holding for time, like I said earlier. And so we want to stay present. We want to give ourselves grace and just be with it, all right? So here you go. See if you want to lean forward just a little bit more. And we're going to relax the muscles. So today we're really going to be focused on playing our edge. And what that means is that we're looking for our happy spot. You're comfortably uncomfortable is what I like to say. Not too much, not too little. It's almost like you're creeping up over the ledge of a cliff and you're looking over and you're like, okay, if I go any farther, that's not going to be good. So you're right there, all right? Or maybe even just before. So right now, for me, I can feel this in my hips, my inner thigh a little bit. If I wanted to go deeper, I could get deeper. But also keep in mind that we want both hip points on the ground. We want to be always settled with the earth. Have a good foundation there. And sometimes in our practices, deeper is holding for longer. So take a couple deep breaths here. Just notice the breath. There you go. Inhale to rise. Oh, yes. So still sitting up high on the sit bones, but relaxing the hips back. Let me show you from this point of view. See the difference between this and this? And I'm telling you all this stuff because you're gonna see this sitting down like this frequently throughout the videos. All right. And so now what we wanna do is one more thing. We're gonna open the shoulders while we're in this position. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, reach, reach, reach over to the side of the straight leg. This hip of the bent leg is still on the ground, and you're feeling this lengthening, this opening up through the side body. And just stay here for 5 breaths. 5, 4, you can let the shoulders creep up, it's okay. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to come up. There you go. Exhale, gentle rotation. Just rotate. Turn to the right. Hips stay firm. You got this. And come back to center. So let's work on playing our edge with the other side. So other leg comes in and out. So here we are. This is a half butterfly, or excuse me, a half straddle. And again, we'll hinge forward for a little bit of time here. Relax the foot. See if you can start to feel it in the back of the hips, the inner thigh. We get to really round out the back here. So let's just stay for a few minutes. And I want you to think about this. If you feel like these types of challenges or, just staying on task is hard for you, because I know life is full. It's full for everyone. And I totally get that, which is why I'm kind of offering this to you, is because I know how much you're going to benefit from these 5 days. So if you need help staying on task, look into our accountability program, all right? And it's a super simple program, but it is me checking in on you, reminding you, just helping you stay on task. And I promise I'm not going to be annoying. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Just breathe. However, we'll work on different types of breath all throughout. Now, could you go deeper if you wanted to? Do you need to come up? Last couple breaths. Inhale to rise very slowly. We're no rush here. Excellent. And settle back. Inhale, arms come over the head. Now we're going to go over to the other side in that side bend. Notice I have a pillow here. That's an option too, to place your arm there. And instead of the shoulder coming forward, try to spiral the bottom rib cage up and just let the shoulder come with you. Oh yes. Each day we'll progress on the day before, we'll add to, and we'll create a little bit more intensity throughout the sequence. 3 more breaths. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to rise. Oh, yes. And exhale, gentle rotation over to the other side. Just breathe here, 3 breaths. You'll hear me say just breathe a lot, because when you focus on the breath, it kind of relaxes the body, and we want to relax. We don't want to engage any muscle during the next 5 days when we're stretching. There will be some times in there when I ask you to do that, but for the most time, anytime we engage and we're holding for time, that means that the muscle's trying to get in on the party, and we want to give the soft tissue, the ligaments, the tendons, and the fascia the party. It's their birthday. All right, and we come back around, and we're going to move into our last stretch for today, and you will see this one again because it's very significant to the hips, and that's the full straddle. So take both legs out wide, decide if you still need to be onto your pillow. Now this one, I'm going through a tutorial because we do see it so much. You'll see. I don't want to tell you what we're going to do and spoil some surprises. But what happens is that you may start to feel uncomfortable under the knees. Anytime that happens, I get a square pillow and just place an edge of it underneath my knee. You can even place the whole darn thing under there if you want to. And then from here, if your straddle is right here, that's fine. If it's out to the side, that's fine. You have to listen to your body, and you may see that one day it's even different than the other day. All right, don't judge yourself. What I said earlier, give yourself grace. You're here. So let's take the legs out as wide as you want to and hinge forward. Really working on playing our edge right here. We're gonna stay for 2 minutes. Now we round out the back in these stretches, all right? And that means a lot of times things can get pretty intense as we hold for time, like I said. But we also want to relax the head. If it ever gets too heavy, you can lift it. Now the feet, I'm going to bring this foot in just a little bit and turn this way. The feet are relaxed so that the thigh can relax. Once you hinge forward and you start to feel that resistance, then that's when you round out. And we'll start the time. Take some nice deep breaths while we're here. And be present with your body. Note how the back feels. Start with the lower back. Work your way up the spine very slowly. And with each breath, kind of inhaling to open that space up in the back. Breathe through the back of your body too. Now check the inner thighs. At any time during these 5 days, if you start to feel lightning type things in the body, that's your body's way of saying, hey, it's time to come out. So then you go ahead and lift up a little bit. If you're good to go, stay here. Decide if you want to go farther down. Remember, we're playing that edge. I need you to be comfortably uncomfortable. Check the inner thighs to the knees also. See how the knees are feeling here. Do they need to be put on a pillow? And if you ever decide you need a prop, you come up first, put the prop under, then go back in. Five more breaths. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hands on the ground. Inhale to rise very slowly. Lean back a little bit and just close the legs. Okay, yes. Hands are gonna come behind you. And then you're going to lift the chest up, draw the head back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lift up to seated. Come to a comfortable seat. And day 1 is complete. All right, so a little bit shorter day today. Usually when we get into these on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th day, it's gonna be pretty quick. You'll notice, as I know you're getting more comfortable with it, we'll get into it faster, and you'll have that whole 20 minutes to really just marinate on your mat and create that flexibility that you so desire. Thank you so much for being here today. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can email me at erica@modernyenster.com, or you can just comment below and I'll check in with you. Check out the website. We've got lots of cool programs, and I want you to be able to take advantage of those. So for now, you have a wonderful day. Don't let the day lead you and drag you along. Step forward. You lead your day. Be in your moments. Have it a great way. Bye-bye.